chira one ya also edie and just the aban processor be wo ma na hode so na kwankro nti ojeje kakra na odeno no so a finance infrastructure empuntu ahodo te say yakwan emabu na enya nwuma nye enne ne kaka ho eno nti wo mo de to Ghana fo nim say nyina moa na e-levy no yemfa ne je ene bibia fine na yentumi entua na ansa na aban mu pedifo ebekokofo dua no na the opposition NDC so omo akoye omo de ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Great Hall ewo Kumase na eno so no bu John Japo member of parliament or committee member of finance afei Sami Jamfi national communication director for the NDC and honorable Rikopoku sa mpedifo and omudi makotre na obaso nyina so ne se sika aban na jeji bebre so odebe we no aban no ntimi nkyere se de meje ye de mede ayeni enti e-levy ya aban ka kire Ghana for se eno no odebe Ghana ye no ma Ghana for hu ne se no krebia o fi se aban no boa no krebia anim na e-levy no already no ya maame no ne yenu ma won kro nketo mu ahokire wo mo so nti se obi drum na sende 200 Ghana cedis e de akwa na wo se obete kakra free so a na eno no so de ahokire ebeba nti omo de omo kama Ghana fo nyina te se omo si Ghana fo nyina na mbo mra se bedwam ekwa bi omefa so omebo e-levy na gubia no omo ebeba go ene watie MPP watie NDC oya Ghana ni so mo ya Ghana ni e-levy baby akwa kodu sesei no say na wosi ho no aban no so obehia sika de ayempuntuo emabunu nyuma opposition fo so o kire se da bi e-levy no de ahokire beba ye bisa ma no pay Everybody back on Facebook says now the comment about the buy back in Kenya studio ha at the amount on the e-levy and yeka hon sansame so what MPP ameniko empeni for what NDC empeni for no why na timi a conversation why na ne de pa to akoma so obetua ana wuntua butu se bo no wosoro yente so ana de tie no enyesa Anope nsaba kese mienu na yede mpedifo besin konua o Kessben studio ha na ya bobo kakra afei the ruling party MPP womo hyehyia womo ebeto womo aba from polling station to national executives elections no womo aba na eno the general secretary John Bodo kan sem no bebre na ne tofa bomu ene se ame ya doma February boso me de toso edunkro February we ya me de toso edunkro 19 February to 5th March and na polling station elections no ebekwaso na no you interested in nomination form no 10 Ghana cedis na polling station there no and so eno no afa omba ya de fe no electoral area elections and also March announce on start at the 18th April now Akuoko we on the 20th March and also you interested in nomination form no 50 Ghana we are na omaba constituency elections no so be shall here 20th April na we 24th April and also so no na constituency election no the pre chairman and no the no 500 Ghana cedis and others no so 200 Ghana cedis afei na me adoma original elections hold on some no Jaba to me good morning I didn't go copy house on pay me my good morning anti original elections all eyes and nyina was Asantebantemo na adoma hold there no so Asantebantemo ene Ghana babia omo yabom 20th to 22nd May 20th to 22nd May 2022 and the MPP one more regional elections no ebekoso na wa contest regional chairman no 5,000 Ghana cedis and no filing fee and others no so 2,000 Ghana cedi afa yaba national elections mama charge on board one pay na mentia Jackson Kodua so do pay lawyer Jackson Kodua okunkom oni John Bodo and Amate say ni Kwarteng Titus Glover on also so ejinamu dendende for the general secretary this is Titus organizer Momwajai secretary no okay Titus organizer and the MPP national elections who becomes the next chairman one ever share Osime Freddie Blair and of course he didn't be brewum Professor Christopher Miyakumfi ewum as a Mwabwatin as a B and no cranting in the brand crown or the ato as they say why in campaign womb nti almost say obayache or shas ye prayer and Stephen Tim or also so ejinam den who wins national chairmanship position MPP and also Nyame Adoma 14th to 16th July. 14th to 16th July. I don't know. Now, I know national chairman no filing fee no 20,000 Ghana cedis. And a vice chairman 15,000, and a secretary 10,000, and a destiny 8,000, and a wings 6,000. Now near a jina mua. A better some people bet me a break or 18 or more can na so muntimino. The preparation of the album, ye our consuency, a honor assembly one. This is now my no. I want the Abasan Yami Adoma say Uncle Fa want to be a mano. Chairman of the constituency. Preparation of album, chairman, Eka. Second to the constituency, preparation of album, also Eka. Afe research for elections, or more research officers, or more constituency, almost Eka. And members of parliament, almost members of parliament, 137, no, will be a rep, MP's rep, or constituency, and so Eka. And regional rep, near Mantamno, almost every unison, that's the regional executives, you know. Bakonso beko na ononso so akoka ho enti yano pay on Amansan Ntie jumadie we are live Kessben television Kessben 92.9 Kessben FM any bebia and ako Facebook nso Kessben TV and Kessben 92.9 uko Facebook obenya bia he mamente comment kakra why now fit say oya sure bet say the mo calendar no aba mo timetable no aba for the national executive positions you know enti sure bet no ne hwan. And 11, are we paying or we are not paying? It's all about commission versus UTAC and the government, say hina ejina. And over in the studio, no, me wo Mr. Thomas Kusi Buafo. Obani yani siya papa muteninka tenche mbateninka. And our Professor Mauto, also Oko University of Professional Studies, ono na oye Dean. At the graduate studies, ono na Dean wo. Sam penifo mienu and an pay our Kessben Amansan Ntie jumadie so kukudami ene ene wo mo ebedi enkomo. Na ena me bejumadie no so no. Madaro ma Kessben Outreach Foundation ya launch jumadie bia. Sami adubu ache ena odano na dwumadie na yedie ni nyina etietia ene se ena no yanyina ni maro hosam esi wo apiate bembogo so kaya ede dynamite kwa kopaye ema nipa be edunu se dunsia dunsu figa no kra ense Daniel show mpohwe wonkwa nipa be wa ha kire omuni ba bi omote abaya bem ministry no akom works and house no abo asenso boache ene omo so omukom nyina mampani abem omati committee ya Dr. Josiah Dano president kra ede 100,000 Ghana cedi seed money ama omo a omo srenko force omo na mokaya na no Kessben media yakoko ma omo nyoma ho ka no okeka bomu a is about 100,000 1 billion ye emo anwa full bills ahodo ne nyema na aside that so sikabota 50,000 Ghana cedi and also so yedi remo a yedi eboa na ya ne say foundation no launch near friend operation we board appear to mobilize 10,000 bags of cement and they say ya just romantic pimtu na yedi Akuoko boa jumadie no enti madaroma sene amoyema no efe bia also cement mo 10 bags bia mo 20 bags bia mo 100 bags bia mo we as nya dia boa ama bibia e kama do wetim dia kwa sada house kumase adum ana betimi dia ba asada twin towers ya circle ya Vodafone e won kra ha ana MTN number ne eka wakoma bia 50 Ghana bi na be send you se na person send de bo ni nyina no ye de Akuoko boa ye ne mu nyina na ye ma ne ye fe ya mo ye ma ne ye fe buru nyan ye gege ni ye ne mu nyina komampo baby som ene nyanka fie be nso ne ade enti ye moa na apiate ye nuanu mo a se hwehwe akuta omo no omo dantomadan mu tete ho no Bible mu na me ho ntomadan abo se Bible mu ntomadan na Yesu Kristo ni na suafo no mawurawura ntomadan mu no mu pie eze apiate ntomadan no mo damti no wo hwe screen so a mobile money number no ene wo so no 0245759593 0245759593 na anopai me won niam mienu a meka na afia babedafo ho na ya share your discussions no ase I was West Municipal Assembly coordinating director Mr. Sehine na ne ho kane Mrs. Sehine na enra na woda nti Mrs. say hine ba bia wa no pa bia no okuno Mr. say hine say your mouth special we belated birthday na me say weekend na wudie nti no eno no afa chief of staff Mame Akosia Frema Opare ene ni nua bema ba ko a na ni da so ona na Ghana Tourist Authority board chairman na na bonso na no ya wada no mkosie no kuma se ne na omotena se wo Islam nkra ha na omaye ye ntano pay from odofobia oseme monwum we na yemfa chechore asia samto mi akabi mame enti apiate ebusuafo yes 10,000 bags of cement e de Akuoko mom ti de obenya ba bia no na o ma ye de nonkron na yame muso na Jola Kanena Pamfon so at the sports no aba. And upon the show, Mr. Thomas Kusibua for public sector reform Penia Odano and no na Nidimba Kwe me den se me ni ho adache. Osi Nyankopon woni nipa oye kwadwini e ho adache. And Professor Mauto enso atena se Elko School of Graduate Studies University of Professional Studies on 18 Hosam Penifo mi no na no pay share your discussions so no as wait me akọ Facebook na minti o comment we MPP ni calendar ban share party no dia to ho and people who are contesting no then na obeka onipa ne hwan say na obeka odi ni gina ba American kamba mo and say bi sayutak versus National Labour Commission court be rule nyame yadoma yawada na rule ni de minim ne ebesi Dembom ni Professor Jampo dia to dwa no pe ni se nananom bi de wo mogya egu hobo afode ma Ghana nti se wo market ya bosome ba akopam yenu bebo wo mo ana wo bekọ afiase na wo dia pre better conditions dia bo mo no de eno de my crowd se omo ebe fufito wo market ya ne se wo bekọ jail nti no aban nya crowd se ba se wo mo kodam a wo mo nyoma de so wo mo ekọ na afei e-levy NDCI forum okumase MPP forum ekofodua na omo nyina no cheche mu no se aban ne se no obehia de aboa onko IMF enkote besia ne ade na se utie ne NDC nso koka ya eno so omo aka kosi se e de ahotreva Ghana for so ma mentie mo comment e o Facebook Kessben TV Facebook mo de ba me bekenka mama mpanifo akwaba na yen share discussions na se Amansan Ntie dwumade e o Kessben Television Kessben FM 92.9 so won cry 92.9 e difra wonua say ontie dwumade bi 92.9 e won cry ha e na kuma se 93.3 e na Kessben Television Mr. Kuzibu from Wakwaba
Mejo so many
but on employ me microphone
nyame adom ye
e fie boko de
e fie boko
ye share enso ache
papa ai by me offer so mesra ai da benya ho no
ai enu na me boy ba kubom na enu so wo ni akese enti toda ye hunu kurum
sa na tie e dia mu behu
ai kakra I'm Prof Akaba
thank you
da employ me de
nyame adom
okay me about concern be share discussions na sekura no utie etoda bia omo send message ba ene omo etai etie wo radio so a omo si o Mr. Kosibuafo na owo opposition no wakasa pa na ọkọ public sector reform kra no yente nka yehu ne ekoso ho because public sector reform hot saying dey poti na ekoso dey no waye mamenti o kakra na yemra ye main discussions
yo medase
na ata cho microphone no say mame mane hwe aha
yo medase na menchia atiefu ebio na meka se omuhuru me ache me wo ho boni bia ni mabrewa na madawroma mo amuso me mu ni ekoja no kwan last year 4th and 5th December ija no kwan mame amadonko onya fi 105 enti wow no so ne ba utwato ene owura Thomas Kusibuafo
o mame ka tire no I see
yeah owo at the age of 50
okay
49 to 50 years
okay
ti mo de me ko school nyina no ya abrewa
okay
no any da so okura ni ho se ya makwa be ba beto ne mame to enso se awurade be ye atamo abrewa egbewu no na ne ba Kusibuafo atimi abeye chartered accountant abeye lecturer
okay
as and so every ho abehead the entire public sector of Ghana nti di abrewa ehunu ye no nti meda me maame so akosu afre my chief of staff was ne abai wo mo bai ma ne beye kama ben Brazil deputy chief of staff wo bunyina bai manfo bai nya asem ketwa me am wofa penny honorable engineer ya safo mafo ne public sector ayifo nyina me dawo mase kuma sefo a ebebo ame na Kessben mo so mobile ho hinijan enso so ebai so eba 100% mo ema bibia ya me ni asampan me ni aya sebenom nipa kese mintimi mbo mo nyina din mintimi mbo mo nyina din wa 1 2 din na nkyese mamudin na nkyese na ase na mede ma obia na ase na mede ma obia na onokra ne de na yie no ye fe kwa so na bi kwa se ya menya yie for the first time no chief of staff ne aban the military chopper and the bus and touch mesubua ebija yie no na chese nye no o mse ma me wa ya ate ankasa so na masama chief of staff yakọ se no so enua no de bia o anyini se me ma me de enso awurade ato ne
65 years
no me ma me ba penin 80 years nti na chese anyini invie head your watch it na chese oye ko ye ma me ba enko beto so ensia enko beto so nsia de wa free mu enko beto so nsia aha na so eja abasa nti me ma me shedin free happy ne ba beboa so ye akwaja onkuja we no so aba bija urade mfa ne kra nsie kopem da ye nyina be san hia biem ye to so ne wo mo a tabre atorenche mato wo mo apiasi fo nyesa ya na ye nyina ye didi ntoboa so bia nsomo se Kessben de nye ne na mo chase aye mo ya kese mo brohunfo ne ade na mu fidi wo mo ya minua kwabra kese dwuma wadie enya asem ketwa so eduru mre bia na ahokyere ba enipa na bu enipa nti enipa etiase wo hu se de sitie no to mre bia usomu enso enso nipa bampe obehu se awre kyekira ayedai aba ebia sa awre kyekire we achi kuru no beti niema ede ebi hu niema efe ebi kura kuro no se de na dadan esitie kura no ebetimi asesa ama hu wo mo tent no emu
okay
ntokwa no a eni Ghana ni ntino unta hunu tent sem no eti wo ka se unta hu bia chese Ghana ye very peaceful ne eni a ye ne nam no de ye hu baby a tent boom ti se ebi kura no a kuro ti se kono ana se kuro ti se nsa wam na ni nyina ye tent na ho na wo ma edi ntokwa so etu akwa akotena ya ebi wo DR Congo no mu ni ade a ni ade ani akwa hunu bi nti o kano na chese no nanso so sebe mi ana kan kwase anko ane mi ani kura ya kaso nko bi obakwa kwesi nso hia gumu na fi waso benemu na wobo enti wabusa bibi dia pharmacy e ho public sector reforms no ya kusibu afọ dano no ono na abanyumbanyi na wo Ghana including parliament and the government itself one fence akraye emra enti see a day emra beba see a bibi beba no a public sector reforms and ya kickstart sadie ni nyina enti temu ameba no ya appointed me 2017 no me aminu apani ya asafo mafo engineer ya kan ya dwene bo mu ne ya se da bi sabe do obi aye no so aye yie no onso ba no asua bi sabe do obo brapa ni asua no ono ne yedi tu edipafo do obo brabo na ekure to bi yedi tu edipafo na nso so no ahwe bone no a de edi ko wie ye nti bitutu kwa ko bi bebre ni ko hu kuro Rwanda no Mauritius so eko Ethiopia countries bebre yes e de na nkrofo yi yaye esa ko man a o mo nso atete apansam to say DR Congo no nso a wo ma sai sanam de compare Ghana atemo America no me fa University of Ghana for lecturers ni bi do mo koye so aha semese ni enko na Rwanda for no nipa na ho bebre me fra wo mo a wo si we na kire made tibi ko hwebe sa besen ni enko ni ese
okay na so mo lecturers ni
wo me na be school
okay
na me do wo mo ekoye na ye fa civil service for so o mo mpanimfo ni bi e do mo koye afi ko koto so na chese me nua Ghana ya ka akiri ya na chese nsem fata oti ase wo ma yusu abefo kwa so e de aye niema ama na ye yie ama hokra aboa wo nam wirem akura ni emu nim na ntwie ekura nam hokra no ye de yi abona so a wo national ID no no na bo na ntwie aso ya chese wo na ntwie kura yira ye bo number no a ni ehu da de ne dia odwan nyina ya wo ko ho a very disciplined environment ya ye ko hwe ye enye se nipa de ene medi agro o niska but they are disciplined hard working people me wo makatua menyen o makatua menyen Ebi kusi bo afoko abeti esika meji e de me ne boss wo Rwanda eji be 45%. So what you say? We compare lecturers. We read one kasa study ehu say a civil servants no or more Rwanda for you receive around 70-75%. The lowest civil servant general Ghana. Ono ne counterpart oh say ye tiafo say ye hwan say ye hwan. But motivation be number and kofoya we na diako na so o many address on bechichire o man. Collective responsibility.
Kessben Superfan. Yes, the Superfan. To be a Kessben Superfan, simply like, comment, and share our posts on any of our social media platforms. Facebook, Kessben TV, Twitter, Kessben Media, and Kessben Media on Instagram. And you can be walking away with that prize. Yeah! When you want that? Yes, we've got lots of prizes for you, the Superfan.
No free say a development. This is clearly unproductive. One more a casa with radio so are clearly professionals. You munimade. Minimum binia prof wa be won unimade. To be all back no enye obi I will say good as we say and when you speaking no so no yes say you ready atem into fire. Our field the whole media worker. This is how radio is done in Rwanda. To say the appeal to never have problem we appeal here the result but say no positive. No 1,000 we are looking for what 10,000 we are 2,000 3,000 4,000 it is still better but you must see the will be any baby at Sani you know obi to be quiet maybe so hit you at the NDC MPP is that productive? Ebiane be na de bebro oba ye na ye ba ye se de be entrance ni putu team together be call gempa eno mo ne ade kwose se nipa nu die fo ene ade wo mu nam so mema mon kan mom die mako hu nie pictures ye de kire wo mo say nie let us put together a document that will assist Ghana. Sa document no enie and that was launched by the president. We are near the command president.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend of National Public Sector Reform Strategic.
About back to my first question. About my first question.
Yes.
About documentation, publication, presentation.
Nanka was saying, "Come and me.
Maybe it was not
very good.
None of all penny for. And now mining penny for yard when it comes to speeches, presentation, documentation, creative form, creative background, no red, gold, green, what to say, and yama room. But the research is investing near now far and Kagama and heaven. But documenting the crowd is above. But don't know, no, reflect the society now, woman. A jimbato affair to us for mommy.
Okay. The American say a better reflect.
Okay.
Better reflecting is say. You can say I feel quite best when you be Ghana, Ghana. And this document I'm going to read to you. A document say the EC Bugana. This is the document that we are doing. You see. One, the Ghana be ni obey private sector focused public sector institutions. Private sector. Employment, whatever. Yeah, check on your private sector. What will be creating jobs? No. About to me, 100% jobs to everybody in Ghana. I'm be frank. The highest the government could go is about 15%. The rest will be private sector focus. It is going be a way a private sector and a nino until na be a kwama private sector. I one my yeduma. Until na kwabrakase, there be a case why dear Kwakutenum or more despite nom, or more be numa, ankra. I cherish them. What I think Nanka said the GBC no. Mini Akuoko and Kamunya Amkosa liar and Kaoko do so de Ubebiaka. They also mean obey capable and disciplined workforce. The middle of our area, my workforce, they must be capable, young capacity to home. Ubu Hokran, Jumana, or you need the import. Ubi the soul, moon or my affair, and money at an hour. Okay. What is here? Into a new thing and what you want more. And I feel you best strengthen public sector regulatory framework. So, I don't say Mbrankasa. Until this time, ya Mbrankasa. Who call Yakopasu, even Land Act, ya pass it. Can you know him to answer? No, I find ya pass it in ya. It is a Dumano Ecoso. And I feel you best modernize and improve their conditions. And to bar, okay, yeah, may catch you say. A dining machinery, ya better, ya net tie. So, ambulance, ya not fair, your fair. If you have a constituency, yes, sir. Can you ambulance your Ghana, yes, say. A dining, they see what ministries and agencies. Now, practically, 2017, Mira Jubilee House. Now, WC. Any idea who you are the question when something, but himself could rasia and Kalabesi, who am I? After WC was inside baby, what flash it then you a guso. Atetia Pro, Minister of Education, Civil Service. Kona koshe honomo. Adan na pro district assembly. So we are aware. Now we started to modernize the place. After we move now kosha. Jubilee House after we go Jubilee House wa. Enkutle wo nyina akra fomfom. Ya chese we do one more grass na hwia ti say amalampan na ho efebre. What we say the city here. And now we cry green, you see greens. Uhu dan ya ye ni ye physically. Ministry of Finance. Kona ko heard the conditions say wo mu. Na kan say the city here. Air condition apro. Ya wo awutimi ho. O frashi bibi ma bibi etan Public Service Commission building bibi atantan bibi etan. Be obu o kwa de ka so ye adwuma wo ha. Wa re ko bi be sra ko be sra wo kwa. Se de se what authorities so bi sa. And a Ojijiska. And a fee, your best sense in local government structure. Okay. And no, I say, Kiabeto bar near the number say MMDC. Against
politicians. MPP and DC do baby, no say M1 or more party system. No,
okay, what's here? Okay, what's here? What's here? na fi ye na nse ma trigger bibi kura mani abre den dia es gracia nyina ubi under siege oti ase ye kwa ye be fa so ye be gracia na de hia kese ye ne digitalization of the public sector
point bi wa obo so na ma okwa ha me es gracia
mami wie we no digitalize es gracia no de ye so mo both MPP and NDC are crying o ma shia me da
ehona me pese me no gina na ye to aso ye beto
aso me won do so na wo ya ba me se daba
me to aso ba me interested wa agitation na ekoso macho me de link bi Mr. Prof agitation na ekoso of public sector you tak omobuafu omotu atie in one of the interviews me Professor Jampo aso Moses Kenny ho dia Moses Kenny ho any article 71 holders no any Moes Gracia no niema no monyama yenso ye hu se Kenny ho so sometimes e hono so ka ho bi na ma
we legitimate concern
me ba okay
legitimate
edima me tie o hono yenya ne den
legitimate concern me in say enipa no kom on contribute to senate we politics ya na retire me I contribute to senate what you say into me we are to say the name chira de senate we contribute to senate enipa no kura no be we political career we ni nyina wo nko biemu no na nka constituency wo one mention bibi say constituency we na me serve ye we pese me dofu na me dua bia cashew me dua take me ye nwan me ye nkokọ me ye we na nka ya settle permanently we see politics mo biemu we dey I thought dodo
almost say they say almost say
it may not favor them bebre gidi san ko gusu biem eye kwatwe bedi te se kan ne ye tonta ye di wa no akofe bi aba no ye mo san didi me san study here ye no enkrofo san ge engracia no edi ses ka no kwa se na no ti so obi so watu abrado so much ote e dey no di tia engracia no na ye di no eti engracia bebre san ko gu politics no biem seeking re-election no lose sikari nyina we politics no ni kapre me na make actually most of them are indebted. There is a huge sack of debt on the back of politicians. Me na make the question wo kanu de hu udi anu abusu mi nsia pe ne ho be hye no ntimi ntọ petro baby wo kra wo ntimi nkọ eye bi wo ho a wo ntimi nkọ so most of them are carrying false egos. Any status symbol who anu any breno mini wa wodun wa betuma ko u betimi akowu do last nya begusu se wonso wo corporate u be wie no utimi hu se na niema how papa niema how there is no job better than developing yourself and seeking private interest wow there wow adwuma wo de won saye and I believe in that philosophy. Digitalization and only pillar 6.
Okay.
And only able use to have for kwaso. And to have the whole system. And only the national ID buy. And only this any way no buy services here be render Ghana. You who say sabe esresu kusie ye money je hunu mane mfa no hunni age so di makogu je num no abo.
Okay.
Ansa na timi no. Na wo sabe wa mfiri kura no a watutu akoso no motee. Kwanya ne fa so ye ne ma no ne ayi ne nyina no bebreze taxes ye tuai ubetua kura no na nkrofo bi akodi metre na mu news se mo ka no ya so fukum chacha o kan se obewie kura no na nkrofo bi adi no kure de wo kwaji aba no ene aban no ene o man no edi chempe won fa kwa bi so a on fa ma a Ghanaian civil servant, excuse me to say it, will contribute greatly to the spoil of this nation. Politicians there, ya kekano, NDC ni MPP. Sebe, ya say yenti ni eji. There was say bobo trono, there was say no, and the civil and public servants. There was say no. Na MPP ni NDC di ome ni mu aba beje. Na ehiamo. The civil and public servants, omo move to certain level, are fabulously rich, richer than the politician. No omo di anwa mo abefa mano. Uchi director akoji boom di anwa mo abefa wano weni aje. So a minister. Hey, I pity you. Omo ene di dwumani nyina. Omo na emma system a yedi ba nyina enye yie. They are frustrating the system. When I catch you say Goro boy bet me operate without the help of civil servants and leaders at DVL. At passport office. Why any Goro boy? Obo go wan go school da. No na ko Goro boy. Goro boy no to say tax here. Civil and public servants and atoto a wo mo ka ebe says. Obi edu ensia anwumere no aba no aba says amano. At the expense of the state. What did this Kennedy? Chempe and what you get na politician ya DC na esa no MPP na esa no sabe ya politician ya jiminti. See I say and wo matie si kwadwo furo meso.
Kessben 92.9.
Enti aban ya perform nyina no ma na enye yie ni nyina fa ya civil and public servant.
92.9.
Me catch the president say wo kwa do mu pesi wan say ye be ma wo mu promotion no mako do arena num o di aze sanctuary no a ye de twe o man no moja no o mako di mu o ma wie tabo pen wo kwa adwuma o ko duru hokra no ma Amansan no tam ne bag ya propra no de se o ba na brown envelope ni ho do mo a on receive o ba tu free half na o ba appointment twa boyo se there be na so when try ni sika ndi ehwe obotom better me large. These are things you hear very appalling. And the civil servants they are very frustrating elements. Okay, your football team to say kotokwa come recommend say ye nguni nyina ni amfa prayer for to say the brasta aye. Yes, if civil service a football team one because you good da.
But President Ejudi and Tina or the work.
Yes.
It's the day. Call your who problems, no?
Yes,
and problem
problems.
identification, no. You say problem identify is half solved. And it's a unya how no and just what I see no. It's the day.
Okay, and then I make us say, okay, we say obi tnafie no bokro no hunu mubwa. Onim be ceiling or head akura kopeda adamfo bi ane ene da ceiling no. Say we twa. But oya no asan dia bebutu so. Nti ebutu so a wo de okwa dan no nim se ceiling otokuro bi ene ba bia. Se wo fa chire wo fra no abefa se atokuro no asi fo. Ho na no be bie yesusu boxes. No aside from the boko.
2.9.
And perform dere krono pomu ankasa. O ma dere mu. Mia o ma dere mu ankasa. Say but sanya man no the corruption mu ranking there. Most of them are major generals by now. And ka prof ke obi beat you. Uko akwan yo befa so di be beat you no e dosu yie. Enti the yafa so ne say well let her digitize. Yem fen kwa abefo kwa so yem wo mu hu sika enipa hu sika e na ne kon do no wa hu
Okay.
Eti say car no for instance DVL me no obu free ho last Friday am fa sendra any free ho say no kwan ya mo fa so no am register no mu delay dodo say ye person one na enipa ma registration wi mobile link port ho mo no customs and any man nyina mobile link ni a link bank bi ye de yama no ye be use national ID no eni car no chassis number ye pick ya ni enim de wo tua abeba ni mobile phone so what you say
okay
not critically into ko tua ato bank ho ye wa wura mobile phone no ne bank ho akwa je ne brad
okay
eti na fam ti nipa ne mra ho no no na che se bo tua de bibie wie no be ye frustrated ho na goro boy bi apie so atime de na say
okay
enipa de he sika nkwan de nipa e kan a wo mere o ma sika enipa sika dan ma na so on kan a wo mo wa mpo wa baka twa se manikum o kan a wo mere e no obi an so kan de sika na obi so kan bi de akire na ne kondo it is o me nipa hunu sika e ho ne de kro no benti na vice in fact this one no the yemana spearheading greatly the vice president of this nation what you say ma identify problem ni say no aya choro ho nkrata akwan ye befa so no na me kusi mafo as head of public sector ma pe ministry ni agency no ma ka kire ni say wo me di asha wo nsa de wuye ni me supervise it na me heard it say FDA it DVLA has been taxed to ensure say afed the contract no ya de amano consultant ni ade no develop system na wie no. In fact, he developed the national data system, ecosystem. Okay. nti the national ID no na build nti wo behwa na telcos no ye de omo ba so afi ye behu ne se de oyi ba so afi ye behu ne se de oyi ba so abehu na nkrofo bi atia bom ye ba be ko de bo hwe let me tell you the truth the osuro who need national ID card there adwuma kura wunye bi nde e wo Ghana now let me tell you for fact mimi de minsuro mo de osuro woni mandom ana oni kan do mu fi me ka kire wo usuro control aye ma control antua oka eso nya national ID when nya national ID aye first sojafo any apolice a men kura say who kopebi you can apply for civil service work or public service work in Ghana. I just say be our special dispensation say we waiver say we need national ID yama waduma you even enter university with the national ID we need be able to your fees what you say okay I was here who say na mani nyina you build the ecosystem you family tree
Kessben 92.9 the
it's a busia ko a free mu no a kofo bebre abe frame wo da ha wo mo nya Ghana for ya wo mo benefit as Ghanaians so how do we get rid of them
okay
sika sesa we ko samna mani no the higher central bank of global world aha no sesa ne sika wo free Mali wo free Nigeria wo free hin no abe $3 ya free alaba any to do no the ko yen kan hu but be da and na we need national idea I tell you them I want $6 wo ye ya na ya capture na hu ba bia wo de free esa am wo bakra be bokro no ogigi CDC no asesi anu asesa $2 boom no de ekopie Mali wo banya field day enti ye nyabre enti menua eho eba ana fei mahu se doc okan my research bebre ya aka shelves mu a enkura ne se bentefre na ewu ye magum that innovative challenge enti makache Ministry of Energy Science Technology and Innovation say we also from my place $2 million is at stake mo innovation na mo deba na true e ye vetewa na utimu say way can be commercialized amenkofo anya dwuma nya you are entitled to money nti ebe lunch
okay
rob mo beba na mo nkofo no e yo mo munim IT o mo ye we mi wo kuma say na anim say mi ye mire mi di mire eye pan a for the first time in the history of Ghana mi due mire e de aye pan no eye protein it is going to be one of the largest bakery in Ghana now ya on be sha say operation next week
okay
in Ghana here e wo kuma say binchi e bi be bakra na be employ nipa extensively so you eat for your health me na me hu here kotoko wo bo ayi ko bo Cameroon yibi na wo mo bo Ghana the same AFCON no na Cameroon ye ya ko ye ne South Africa afi ye free here emusie ne free baby aye so dust no aba park ne so e be 10 minutes yes mu mmireki na ewusie no nkwa ansana ade emusie ne free here so dust bi aye hye eno wo kaase no no na dey sa wave no aba eti wusie ni twamu a na yaboye ball ave ya na meto anam say what me kwala bre me ne me papa kwadwo afọ ne me maame amonko enua ani sase matuo atudomo ani ade me nim de ade enua ye e wa na me pagya me kwa na me koke US na mko bu so mo say mutimi e de sawdust eyeme wo mo say an me call forestry wo mo say an na me say sa ene ye kohwese cyber team you know onyina no na manfo apayi egu edija to mu a stop football game me putu nkrofo together na me ametueska mo nsu ya mire ye mo nkire wo mo kire wo mo inipa 500 ne kosuya ye atego ebi antimi anyere nya se me na me scam de bebo wo but kakra bi nso atimi aye emu be 200 de wo mo atimi aye ene wo madua mire na manaba e ba ne de na abaye e ho na msan ko wo mo se kama mo nyam na nye pada na yemfemfra fla na fi yemfenye pan na mfa nko kire Food and Drugs Authority na muso wo mo say is it edible na na poison wo mo say there be na na poison okay it has a high protein content now so what afa afina ya dey fanipa okay it ewie kwa behind the scene me dey be kire
okay
no ma kire we you know
Thomas Kusibo Mr. questions bebre ewo Facebook I say me bisa why me bisa ma wo dey ato ba ko ne say emra na MPP wo opposition no na NDC wa ba mu no na otaika say NDC are bad managers of the economy.
Very good.
Na enei baby I would say as public sector reform.
Yes.
Or reform Ghana enuma nom ne ade no. Given opportunity NDC and MPP. MPP wa ba mu sese no. Why na obeka so a bad manager of the economy na why? Meba osubio. Na
ma fa to bitim.
Meba osubio na mo ya no ma tama timi akọ Facebook sese a. Na also the question any unsusia no ado nche. We are live on Kessben television, Kessben 92.9.
Kessben 92.9. The Biachi.
And the Babiache and I will come say Kessben 93.3 at Dumas house and the Boston studio live. And Yadia Amansan Ntie Media. Yadia brother on cry high. You were Aseda Twin Tower Circle, Vodafone Cheya. Frequency 92.9. Tunia Bia, O Kumasia would 93.3. Na onam kwa so bank cry no. Oduba bi na ya hia o mane ha no na wa turn down no kakra bi e de 92.9 na ze wotie Kessben and na Akuoko Kwarteng so 93.3 and now we are live on Kessben television afema wa mo no obetimi aka chom so mo ko YouTube Kessben TV Kessben no ye KESSBEN na odi TV na so YouTube obenya dwumade bi etia na wa hwe ho and na okọ Facebook 9 Kessben 92.9 Kessben TV, Facebook, Kessben 92.9 Kessben TV. Obehwe dwumadie bi live. Me di kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng anopay on Amansan Ntie dwumadie. Yani Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo and Professor Mauto and Edi Jumano. Some of your messages na memra prof for kakra. As Mr. Kusibuafo, hey, Akuoko, I like this man. When he was in opposition, he was talking too much. So ask him, what will he say now under this current government? Ne odebaye yaw eno de Facebook or de aba owie na Maxwell Kwame so yi na no say masa some person betie na date okay but all the reaction no and then also oh God bless Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo. He's a good man. Okay nyako Samuel or say I wish we have this person or kind of personalities in Ghana like Ghana will develop. Okay, or say at first I was so much in love with Mr. Kusibuafo the way he talks, but now that he's in government, I'm here to see the changes that he has been talking about. Okay, this is coming from Emmanuel. Harris OX. Or say, Mr. Kusibuafo always want to talk as if Ghana and the MPP is better. Akuoko asks him, is MPP bad managers of the economy or is NDC bad managers of the economy? Okay, Kwabena do say Isaac. Okay. Thank you very much. Darling Okodie Root Girl. Or say e-levy will help the betterment of Ghana. Greetings to Margaret Sewa Kwabri East Women's Organizer. Hopeful. The woman for Iron Sheet. Okay, the woman of Iron Heart. All right. And I don't know. Mahmoud bin Mohammed was. What about those outside Ghana? The national ID, if your people are taking money from the people before they register them, what kind of country is this? Okay, he's talking about national ID, no? So say Binomu Gigi Scantia Bar and also Becca Huasam Kakra. I'm watching you live from Hello, UK. Okay, Kwame Atajima, Kwame, Onemu share or UK, you know, on paying. Kessben Media, we are very grateful. Sir Moshe Jumedia. Helps allows us patriotic voices. Go so. No weapon fashioned against e-levy shall prosper. So the minority in parliament and the NDC party can do all kinds of propaganda. Still, e-levy will be accepted for massive development in the country. Here's the last scenario and Oside Abba say we're repeating. So let me move on. Adonas Kasim was in fact I really like this man, Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo, and I love the way he speaks. Okay, Adonis Kasim El Dubai. And Abba Max Billion or Wahine Champo say e-levy can never help for the betterment of this country. This government is taking a different way to chop Ghanaians' money. So okay, KK Ewa Kaswa or say this is KK from Kaswa, American Town Kenke House. Okay, also greetings to maybe Sawa Kumsin and Mr. Mofa. Second vice chairman Hofo. All right, KK. Yeah, that's it. Steven Atua Hene Atimbila Pato Kintampo Akuoko. Let minority MPs know how a visionary leader, President Akufo-Addo, is fixing the country. These minority MPs and their party NDC have nothing to offer Ghanaians. Always enye yenkwa. Frank Apia Kusi, also 6 years after the appointment of Mr. Kusibuafo, he's still talking about yebeye. When are we going to see results of the expertise? Okay. KK Kaswa, or say KKM Saudi Biadin Kaba, so let me move on. I better Akuoko Kwarteng. I say I like your question to Mr. Kusibuafo and let him answer. Is still NDC bad managers of the economy or is MPP? Okay. Roosevelt, Nana Yabua Gordon. I say we have brains in this country, but how to implement it is the problem. As a patriotic citizen, I support e-levy, but they like chop too much. They don't use our money for the purpose. Bribe and corruption is killing the country. Lukman Abdallah, I'll say the question is so beautiful, and I'm waiting for Mr. Kusibuafo to answer the question. Max Billion, or Wahine Champion, so simply the e-levy won't help Ghana, so it won't pay. Sia, Danny Trust, I'll say I'm watching you live inside of Sekro. My great honorable Akuoko, and you are great team. To be frank, I was losing interest in MPP government, but Mr. Kusibuafo has revived me a lot in today's comment. God bless him, and God bless Ghana. BT Compson, also Mr. Kusibuafo, my mentor. He's a very good man and he's doing a wonderful job. Kudos, Akuoko, tell him every Saturday morning he should be on the show. Mr. Kusibuafo, tell me when Masamka. Where the Nana Wasumwa. Onkra Hankwa, dear. Now you're available, of course, Mr. Kusibuafo, the or no bear. Someone in the car, some I and anything. Mudia tuna ni mwana na peja jumedi ya nino ane kabo mpeja station ya anti mudia tuna ni mwana minyasho se edu ha memene ya nona yashe Nancy Aja also let them work on the waste in the system, because if you pay the e-levy and it goes waste, still government will not have money to develop the country. From the presidency to the DCE, they are all chopping. All right, William Amo also, this man is great. He will help Ghana to be great if he is given the chance. Thomas Ejose Akuoko, you are straight on your point. The question he asked Mr. Kusibuafo, we are waiting for the answer. BT comes to say, I'm watching you live from Israel, Tel Aviv. Shalom, Mr. Kusibuafo. Well done. NDC will talk about you don't have the men, but truly you have proven this morning that MPP, you get the men. Mike Herman, also Mr. Kusibuafo, has been talking plenty on your platform, accusing the NDC of corruption, and even show documents that some NDC gurus will face prosecution only because they have changed the country. Ask him what has happened. Please, this is from Duncan. I'll say, please, about our SIM card registration, what are they doing to help us to register our SIM outside Ghana? Okay, and also, few minutes now, my co-prof, some Yana Masaba, Mr. Kusibuafo, so. Actually, when you are now on Facebook, Kessben TV, na mon share, we have a lot for you this morning. You remember you live in so na ya share you tag on soccer crunch. I don't pay anymore and na airborne papa. Mahmoud bin Mohammed was watching you live from Saudi Arabia. So without e-levy, Ghana will not survive. President Kufuor said, yet is a so come there. So Akuoko, find out from him. Are we sitting on e-levy? Okay, and I don't know. Kofi Prekon or say I'm watching you live from South Africa. Tonga, good job. Okay, I'm saying Tonga. I know about news from South Africa. Okay, all right. Yaudro enti Niama. I'm saying Hawaii Island be. And I'm saying we should be by news. Yaudro enti Niama. I say please, why is Mr. Kusibuafo hiding? He's not hiding. He's here. I've not been watching him on Kessben TV. Oh, so and you're behind him when he was doing you. Okay, Mr. Kusibuafo. Yaudro enti Tiamo. I say, hey, na da. I'll say hey. Enti yata bra. Because people for other stations, but terms of Hana, Omohun is any traditional station, Dino, Yadinaka, and me sure Father Christo, I said this. Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo, I'm enjoying my grandpa. My grandpa is still until unemployment, but I have a strong belief in you. Okay. Patrick Yeboah, Honorable Patrick Yeboah, Edomasa, Jabe Municipal. Good morning, Mr. Kusibuafo. Please, all the assemblies are suffering power, especially Jabe. I'm talking about common fund. Okay, greetings to you all, Mr. Kusibuafo. May God bless you for the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana. Watching you live from Sipedote inside Kumasi, Owahine Champion. Thank you. I do then feel or say it is only in Ghana that when an old man is doing wrong, the people will cheer him. Please, host ask Mr. Kusibuafo, where do we categorize e-levy? Okay. Ya odronti nuyama or say, but with all these resources we have, they are still taxing us. na ne petrol na enyae no ewo hen masa ba messages no so bi onti obetimi akọ Facebook sisi a na o de comment aba me be kenkan dia ma amansan nyina etie amansan ntie e o Kessben prof akwaba thank you na bibia e fine
adumara kwa
yes prof baby I didn't come on as ase no mama nso be misa kakra public sector reform boss akabi dia fa ya attitude towards work on adwumantem public servants na wo wie sika no na especially ya bo a omo hye mpedinfo na se subordinates for no kra de ya na bi suba areho obedu adwuma no ba no ndu o se traffic nti okwa obego no nimtiri mawi oba betena se oba adwuma no na abodu ba obewie no bebo 12 so okọ lunch we ebo 2 o'clock so okohwe ne okofa ne ba school and the address say aban adwuma nan kasa ye no de so ti honi pada se ne na ti ahwe mu hu ne pa omiamia no fo so ye adwuma but they say transitwen kakra mami tell a quick comment on that area your second issue e baba you live in so mami tell
them say machia ehwefo nyina na machia me papa me say on kai me na eshia pen
okay
na let me use this opportunity to thank you so much say na some time back na me colleague back could be say no K-Poly ma assembly by university assembly by ma udi ni me ko baby
okay
ma assembly twa so kama
okay
in fact you solve the problem na the chance to cry say na edan no cry no na you person be that was so you time na ndo so cry into no un pass the day ma me pass the animal me
otimi aba adwuma ho ensesa ka no say
oh no, that is accountability. That's the best anyone should do.
Okay.
In fact, I saw you because Yapon. Yapon.
Prof, maybe I say come the neighbor regional minister Asante Rich. Ono wanti bi ba me dem ti. Omo say eh na be see wo for ya woni no anya bi adi. No. These are
the people we need in the public sector.
Okay.
People who stand for the truth and espouse the highest level of integrity. And when I started with the commendation because okay, say you know we need some validation. Said no me. Maybe as we said now on me. But the number because not here showing him. Utuka eba ebe di ni ma bibia e kama so you say about office so no
okay prof nti
all right so let me quickly go to I mean I just wanted to commend you
brought away public sector
now you see I was listening to young papa and I've been following your works as well Rwanda by the comments you made and all that. I was so happy about it, and the fact that you are coming out with a lot of policies and the fact that you have identified the problem. Solution your hopper. Now, lamentations of the leader. Say you say issues no ho. Na that's lamenting. Na you solve it problem no. You know the solution is not so that easy as you may think because the people are so entrenched. They are so powerful that it is even difficult to sack Obi Onusa we di boni pana. And to say, ahaya, and a Kessben.
Akuoko cartel.
And a cartel person, but see, Kessben, private, enterprise. What I say, on one policy, and then say a year later, or maybe policy say 3 times. The next time no or the activity way biometric finger way na see ebiem with your Akuoko but abandon it is how there are procedures you have to go through na papa customer and you know but you see there's one thing that we need to know in all this when you are coming out with some of these policies there's a need say stakeholder involvement. The policy now, papa, editor is here.
Yeah.
Me flag it be out.
Kessben 92.9
Government
FM.
is a continuous, like continuous institution. Make us say, and papa somebody must continue.
Yeah.
In all these, did you involve all the stakeholders? That's what I flagged out. And one major stakeholder, any NDC for. Because this country,
Kessben 92.9.
no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, you see, you are the different among the lots. Tinaka, who completely way, did you involve them? Oh, I was going to say, these two parties, they have duopolized governance in Ghana for some time to come. No tweets about that. And whenever I have the opportunity of meeting them, say, look, it is in the interest of the NDC and the NPP to agree on national development and national interest. But these two parties, baby, are almost fairly pan say, you better agree. Say, where the governance, and to where the was in a I can tell you with this good idea. Ochinebi Oniwa, they may trade somewhere. The truth is that Enkrofona, I didn't a supervisor or monitor more performance. One mumpe, because it is going to, eliminate some waste in the system. Affect you because the waste I can on. When you read the ideology of waste, it is benefit to someone. And to say, who eliminate waste? Next, who say bisika? A classical example. Guru boys here were DVLE. Minia, who be Guru boys now? Our policy very successful. You need to find something for the Guru boys. So the policy is say new policy ever. Meaning say the problem facing the existing practices Guru boys. Those Guru boys who change here. One don't call baby so there should be a policy to cater for them. That is where sometimes we get it wrong. So I use we because that was one of the exercises the president started here. Media phone gym this illegal mining. And command Edini say, and Crawford no more galamsey no. What are the alternatives? Then Abai started said, let's look for alternatives for them. So that even though it was illegal, but they have created an empire. I like Cristiano, that it becomes a livelihood. So those Guru boys have a livelihood based on an illegality. And to say, oh, Chemwa, then there should be a need to look for alternatives for them.
Okay.
So that's it. And that's the only way you'll be successful. And yes, sir, Crawford here, who block her? Look, Eja, Mami Kancho said, one of the, I see, he has asked because and some not came now, on one answer, one of the intelligent people in the world, Crawford, like I said, one more outsmart systems. They are very fast. And to block her, baby her. So how do you solve those? How do you address those issues? I will say, solve it by making sure you meet them halfway, create livelihood for them. Ever frustrated them from breaking the system again. And yes, virtual platform.
Prof, Mami Chwadrin said the so. Aside the Guru boys, there are people who are only public workers. Aban to your mokakama. Or accommodation, or on a car, a bank car issue, a bank for the mano. But yet the same person will have a way, 10 year no the area of my sika. Even though politicians in it, Nayana, a Babonting, a Beka, MPP, NDC, I so for tall, William Bay, PDS, now or more politicians in there, but there are somebody at the Ministry of Finance, and our Ministry Bia, and our Ministry of Agric, and our Ministry Bia. Where chief director and technical director or finance officer, Nizika warrior Japadi or politician man. I don't know Mr. Bofoka.
Thank you. Well, when it boils down to leadership. Leadership. Every person, my classical example say they have been there. One boss, the leader is responsible to ensure say a jumana yedia mameno minim. That's number one, minim.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it. And once again, some of the blame will go to the political parties, where you go and pick somebody to manage institutions or even ministries. Background, no. They don't have that background in what that ministry does. And I said, sometimes don't allow people to go into agencies, ministries are one know any idea. So I say,
the Godfather say, the Godfather say, oh, they ought to have idea.
And I make us see that is the problem. It's we have to face it. I mean, head on. We have to face it. Political parties.
My finance MPP campaign. And NDC campaign.
No problem.
Maybe no me say. DMPC honwa na mpese me ba no koye CEO.
Kope obia. O sa ni die no.
Okay.
What I say, you see, political parties. Look, they have experts across board. Who they pay experts now? Obeko hono. Na ejuma no. Enya afi na kwakosua. By the time obesua no. Na civil servant police servant no one no use no so we point ni na in leadership adebako pa ya pa ni say why do wa ba no na ejuma no unim na your subordinates are supposed to teach you virtually everything, not just orientation but everything. Chama that's the problem I have with it. Now when you know leadership it cascades from the top.
Okay.
At the back down. Then Papa is successful over public sector reform because he was talking about it. He was learning it. He was always on it. And to buy, he initiated something. The output and a young what does he? Now, ni adie bakwa a high leaders of Ghana pa cultural issues. Mekai partner with them here myself na me person maker. Na young man I appoint me as a dean of graduate school. Na among wa won crofo kra no una oswa wom na ogwa akodi omunim. E ma me hu say, hey, you need to come out with your policies maybe any hompo na ye juma. Remember a classical example. Say Ghana cleaners say now, I buy to ya better check private sector. On the average, I buy to ya better check private sector. Now, cleaner bejman. Now, onya was it all pre-fee no or plan or pass a bam. Obedin come sana about 5 na kofi. Me say no. So you see, leadership start from there. I have a policy for you. Oba every 30 minutes beer. These are the places you have to go. You have to wait till 5 o'clock. Ebina leaders need the entity enye. Right here. And those ones no and other reforms no. Ede sademo nyina eba to ensure say it is not concentrating at the top level, but it must cascade down, and people must be accountable for it. Until example of the fact say the presidency. Jubilee also I like those issues are there. Naka by now, the one in charge should have lost his or her job, so that the next person coming in will be told that this person lost the job because of ABCD. But because once again I blame the politicians. I won't blame the civil servant too. One syndicate now. But if you want to espouse that leadership, you prefer to bring change, it means you have to ensure that the law bites. Implementation has always been a problem of this country. And I me baha and me need to see you and I me divert me route echo far as here me right here and then I can say me later no matter be fun see no matter avoid the traffic now throw agent at the middle of the road LOD now policeman agent say now onombo mother so papa can't you order this throw me bosswa base you see in discipline. You won't see this in Rwanda.
No.
What we take here it's more than what they take in Rwanda. Only last week, COVID, they have almost vaccines, almost vaccinated more than any other country.
Okay.
And guess what? Voluntary students. Look, they are not paid 1 CD.
Okay.
1 penny of their currency. Voluntary. Muhammad say, okay, they are doing this for the next 2 weeks, 2 months, free for the country.
Kessben 92.9.
At times, Krano.
Hey, Prof, I thought I've been so. Can we blame the citizens? Say, because that the Lumba Numbi or say, and Quano Mamma de Macraba for the me to me. Here is a country, I and Quano Mado home bar for the no. Na penyinu a wode ne yenhweso se ono fa ne homa for de ne nkahwe so no odidi peche wo ho abetie so o makoche sika we yadi wo ho abetie so o makoyi sika we yadi wo ho aso sika we NPPNDC for some years omo expose wo ho to the public o ho na NDC abeka we mu omo disika we wo ma wia we na NPP nso abeka we ma wia we ndi akwa se Ghana ni tirim se o na sempenfo ni didi a ana na osem nso me ba afode ndi ama afode bo no ene esem didi a me so me ma afode nti na ama ase patriotism e wo Ghana fo mu atu ho ate no enkakra free ho na no Black Star ko bobo ye o mu free mba ye ka but you could see people am here Saturday na ocho say o many ante say ye Black Star free because obi akoka say o mu win match ba ko e mo $300,000 and I winning bonus cra $5,000. Hey, now ko bobo 90 minutes. Near the says ka we be ma de na free mu kra me pe. Nti sikadie na akọ wura nkofo mu nkofo di no. Eno na ma etu ho acha no so e free ho. E be na Rwanda ntisa.
There be also it's a factor. It's a factor. I mean some of their the posture of these two parties. The counter accusations. And once again, Papa Kai.
And the lifestyle.
Oh yeah, the lifestyle. And so now currently, one of the problems this NPP government is facing is because of that lifestyle. So last year, COVID. Look, I mean, the truth is there. The figures are there. Before COVID, the fiscal indicators were looking good. I mean, our GDP, agriculture was moving. Everything was okay. COVID eroded everything. Then what happened last year? Then this Article 71 office holders email. Emma, even for the first time, crown, your first lady, second lady, cry, and yes, Emma, so I say, they return the money back again. And that was a time the government was telling us to hold on because the memoir day, we built the memoir day. But what posture?
Okay.
Did you take?
Okay.
So this year, no. What people say, it has infuriated a lot of unions.
Okay.
One of them out.
I didn't you tag
your course, your chat is what which I think will be very soon. But I see, posture is very, very important.
Okay.
So if you say me a patriotica, there have to be a good example of a patriotic citizen. That's here. But also me do minimum. Oh dear, oh do we do more? And that's also me nanti no dear now they care. And also as part of it. But I see, you should also be mindful, say, the spirit of community service. Look, and there are, let's accept the truth. There are responsibilities, there are obligations, and there are entitlements, which people must know. So when you get to a higher higher obligation, it goes with its own higher entitlement. In the past, and then Black Star 4 I would do the example. In the past, what were the players? They were so patriotic. They were fighting and dying for their country. And then what are they? Some of them cried and regretted for doing it for this country. So it has influenced the new ones. It's kind of by you could work up and you could go in players that one first kind of one this is what happens when you put up
to the extent say President the the Black Star players on phone almost that
was one of the bad decisions, me personally. And Ghana you are going to play a tournament, over spending more than what you can get. Even in terms of investment, it doesn't make, investment sense. That's it. Look, if you want to manage things accordingly, yes, there are the intrinsic benefit to the whole nation. So you don't look at the money, but please, we are talking about an economy that is, facing financial, stress. Now, ultimately, we use such amounts to go and give to Blaster alone to infuriate the people. Blaster bobo panagana for any say yashom. No, it means your own. The spirit of patriotism, no, starts from the top.
Okay,
the top must espouse that patriotic.
Yes, sir. Yamfa belt mo, but mo diana mo lusumo belt.
Thank you.
Yantina kom. So bakona o matiti bom na nkosuya gugu so. Oso we dia kwantini na media.
Thank you. Eba party ya o. Me ba no, me hu ka bia. Bada, me ko programs we on ma. Bona maybe CEO be and I said deputy and I may count because na deputy minister be I said CEO be ne kasi ho.
Ejesi so.
Nanka me no ti program ya say ne driver take care mu ejesi so 3 hours na fuel e bossy pa na 3 hours na say ha ne kumasu na say nkoko bo driver o car ni mo na papa ne ti hanom yiri nkomosi na kan kasi so engine so
coupon on the Tomo Fesca coupon.
Thank you. So you see,
we are taxpayers' money.
So that's the way the reforms. Some of the reforms must come in. Yeah. Say, nanka sa papa rena wako so ni case so. Onwa salary and consolidated. Say the engine fat off work na coupon end wa. Do you think say Obama ni driver track emu aso engine so aso SS so mana bua ko say Obewie program no ansana wakotinem. These are the waste in the system the youth are talking about, the people are talking about. Say, stop it. It's unpatriotic. Let's live simple life. Okay. When you live simple life, Mami Kancho, I can give you several examples. And then people are saying UPSA is an emerging university. People are in love with us. It took the sacrifice of people. Say, we want to develop our school. We want to sacrifice. In fact, still, we are still one of the least in terms of allowance. But, so let's create it. Okay. We started from nowhere. So, but you see, it must reflect in the leaders.
Okay.
So that's here. We have to make a lot of sacrifices to get where we are. If the politician, in coming out with such policies, we take all this into consideration. Now, one representatives are idiom winning. Certain good examples are meaning those following will not find anything wrong with also following suit.
Okay.
But one at times when their own party followers are those who even talk about it. That look, minimum say and nobody say no, say now yeah. One mommy say ya meso men call. Okay. What is here? Last one.
Okay, bro.
If Papa Kasime papa. Now I can validate that one as well. This is graduate. Look, fashion is
okay.
Man, ebi no mo movie na say yeah me ko share ba kubu Stafford or the motor kwara be see no. Because I'm money left. Within this few years.
Former MP.
Despite all the ex-gratia, no, because the money goes back to the people again. No, I don't think they even spend. It goes back to the constituents. I know. Chairman, ex-gratia, no. So why do you take it? So why do you take it? It doesn't make sense. So you see, they are living deplorable lives. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, Chairman, and you.
Prof, Mr. Basubio, thank you very much. About no trap house in my Adriano, me no Kessben, Amansan Ntie, Amansan Ntie, I walk Kumase Kessben 93.3 and Cry 92.9 and a Kessben television. Mr. Thomas Kusibu for I Crado to answer your questions. And meba ne so enchekra. But my messages in one or two being free or Facebook. But don't make a Facebook and YouTube. Kessben TV. Kessben Kessb and now the TV no association no say Kessben Outreach Foundation no mu nyina ka bom donate cement na yemfanko boa apiate yepe 10,000 bags of cement tino de mbenya babia no yebesom maybe pon me the number no mobile money number no betudwa amamo. Some of your messages amode Abba Abdurrahim. I say good morning, please ask Mr. Kusibuafo that when they're going to pay NAPCO trainees with their empty stomach and pocket, how do you expect employees to put their best? Namaya Fosia Sante say, how far with the first allied another payment? Tell the receiver we have not received our money. Ghanaians be Comson or say Ghanaians, let's all come together and build a country and stop the hatred and noise, because Ghana is the only place we have. Jeffrey Boche was wonderful and superb analysis from the guest. Amansan Ntie, the sky is your limit. Akuoko, Mr. Kusibuafo and Professor Mauto, go higher. I'm enjoying you, pa. Jeffrey Boche and Ode Abba. Alex Ewa was the president and Ado. I want to ask you that without e-levy, Ghana cannot get resources to develop. Alex from Asimfosu and Obisa Samuel Fori was a good morning. I want to suggest the government through Mr. Kusibuafo to put proper measures in place to recruit people in security services, and even if the government will put in place is a commission, okay, a committee for each security services recruitment exercise, including medical fees. They charge from each person 820 Ghana and 8,000 to 20,000 before you be recruited into the security services. Now, Odro Ntie Niyama, I say, but we can't depend on private foreign investors platform to collect our national levies or taxes. Ghana must have its own public payment platform. Nana Scott also, these two panelists are contributing very well today. Bring them always, and I love listening to them. Okay, we'll do our best to see if they'll be available for us every morning. But himself, Prof, and Dr. Mr. Kusibu, I will see inform right there. BT comes as Ghana, our public sectors didn't help. 5-minute job they will use 1 week to do. Okopadie Simenum Bonse Naoche Konebra. All right. Thomas Eje, also Professor Mauto has been my mentor since 2008. Hope I can contact him. I'm listening to you all the way in New York City. Okay, Thomas. Tommy Pato Epon Afre. Your number na debe to so amamono na obenya prof number na san so amede de be send you na wa share. Piero, also my humble opinion is that if the e-levy will be passed, they started from Parliament by paying their salary and allowance through Momo, and see how they will feel. Okay, or say e-levy on TM Rasawaja for no market change and came fanfa e-momoso. That just a bibia yerenia ebekoso. Okay. Nana Scott will say, why can't the government come into a compromise with UTAG? All right, UTAG is a so a hard thing. Or in a champ will say, nowadays, if you are in any government institution and you are trying to do the right thing, they will label you as enemy and too knowing. And that is why corruption is everywhere. Akuoko, tell the Kusibuafo. President Fios Akuoko, this was the best interview so far. We need more of them on your studios than these politicians who will come and waste our ears. Let the government listen to them and form a committee around them because they have the brains. All right, I will come back. Na yabekin ka bio abo na otwapa osima eduno. So Mr. Thomas Kusibuafo. Papa, akwa ba bio.
Mejoso.
Na mpom de. Yes. Because you know you're simple. NDC are bad managers of the economy. And they Thomas Kusibuafo, our Kessben studio. Oba cancer and I share near my coso nontino. Oba cancer mamitio.
Yo medasi. Medasi.
Atoba microphone be no kakra.
Medasi.
Yes.
Na sana me ko hono be 1 minute bi.
Okay.
O kan elections be koso wa MPP.
Yeah. No grana am say be we an come there
various levels.
Yeah.
Na mesre se sebi.
Kessben 92.9.
Nema e koso nti. Wo hu se baby ayigina no as government enye wo hu se the city no.
Okay.
COVID they play your political opponents into an advantage. Nti si enso so sign be deep in problems within there and the yeni
Okay.
Yeni from frying pan to fire. COVID did not play NDC as a political party into a very serious advantage over us.
Okay.
It is said now Cameroon near Comoros Okobobo near some prayers in be enya COVID. Omo who ni goalkeeper mpo. Enti prayer name de go a play Cameroon into an advantage. A psychological advantage. Yes. Enti NDC war. Enti internal elections ya koye. Definitely we will have leaders bedi enimu na ye choose metu Macau no yenteso yenyina MPP for the whole political party. There will be no loser, there will be no winner. We will all win together, we will all lose together as a team. Timisre na vin will be church near memo yemfa bambo we tri metu Macau fa kosi ya we ya neko. A group of people came to me say now their own support to be here. And I'm saying,
Kessben 92.9.
All that I understand is me awo na me friend me nua.
Kessben 92.9
say, oh papa, ufiri angona na say ufiri sem. And also ufiri asante achimasubu. The minimum is say me amadonko ene wo no. Into ye nua ba anase bi nua ba ma. Obi are irrelevant. Our party no. Obi obenya kukudu akopeke form bia enye easy so obepeke form no wetueska enti obi obeko bia wabon homoden ye kwa ye nkyere ne pa ebetimi aye as individuals what we are bringing on board yes obi ne ekosopa ne se asumasi we yakoese asumasi we yakoese no me nyai sa de na se begu ya party no yankwala bremu na enwan bi ko nipa ba ko no ani nwan no wo mo ko akese mienu na me yesa me kopata madam fu bisi jai ba ko mu bebu ni atwa ne mene na ye de na koma no e de yin benye biawe ani ejira ho ye ko school ni ejira ho di ni ehwe bi na pen
Kessben 92.9. The Biachi.
And in Gauko Pattern and Tokano.
Come to Boapam or
Mamma, or often is it?
Woman do me train the pin more, Bakuko Bebu. Near 1 trying a minute.
Okay.
You try a minute, not come anywhere and say, walk on to one minimum Bakuko until you're trying a minute and Abra.
Okay.
It's near Hibby, a pine, or my Munyai. Fibako Brogi, a Bakutri, a demo, pine, Empire, or Dahona me, one and a minute she, a quest papa. I said, Muesi. I said, Bayako, from friend who didn't Funutino. You're trying a minute and Abrel.
Kessben 92.9. The Biachi.
Munko, okay. Namunche mienu, Namum Fefa, Namum Bremefa. So I'm quite answer fast so I yenam. Yeah. To sometimes, we beat me advantage one, we didn't talk. And really, pemmy. A baby, I say, advantage abba. And somewhere she sent to no more bias, whom could try down. We be Johnny the Abeka say, Sabe was Sra Wakonakon. Okay. Tafid will be quite be the Abba. Mimia.
Party no tie the year Yamaho. Nancy Akojobu so sorry, sir, or pair NDC Fragberry. Or start tell man paying that John Domani Mahama, MPP the Massam for foreign no, MPP the corruption for foreign no, NDC no and to me and Kabia Mano, it is NDC the Nico 2024, Obelusu. Ti ono kodobo nso na shobet e ma baba jama anom kra ne NDC mpanifo de bi wo ne se obetimi ne campaign aka de ono betimi aya ma dan se ode former president Mahama besi ho na ade aso o kebi ma so na
ne de be solve problem
say no
who to be destroy no wa solve problem it be sire minuamo
okay
aban no wo a lot of things problems so enti mo mitigate internal problems and the kakra monte so kakra maye na de die so eso
okay
yeah we be here adwen a ye de be solve
okay
enti mo de ya de mo nya de bre enti me uka bia mi so bia ye capable obi ba na ala ne vice president uhunu na mi so bia ye relevant element the vice Baumia is the vice president. Alan is the minister for trade. They are all performing for this government. What is our more conda? And now what sebe uti baby una oko pejento kwa edi abre womo me de me kusi edua o en wo mo be fa me se me meboa womo nyame na me be chiri tumwa ene spase baby eda
okay
the woman question by say MPP ni NDC economy wa akwa we interested you want to hear na me gidi say bia obema me mere say kan be si apagaje me na won ko twa me so wokwan me hwe na bre ni esa me arrange say bia Saturday mesanya ana say what aye program be a friend adventure so what so ye enumre no dey bia o ma me one na mitima chirim
okay
but me chirim kakra chirim
but one to fa because be ko 11 so
be ko 11 we dey wo mu nie NDC eba so 20 you know say mre na MPP me van say ye ni ayo kan etiribu bo mu abiem NDC be take over 2008 and what take over oba ye no ye nya oil in commercial quantities oil no NPP preso NDC preso MPP ne hu ye ne bi kura adwongo
Kessben 92.9
but anane anyongo dane oil enti ba ye na hu skabai NDC hu skapa samere no MPP betoto niema economy a grow at certain rate what double gross domestic product bibia dani koyam what the social interventions aba bebre so enu jaho fufi antoata enam internal rifts ene niema bia ebiti ye TNDC be so mu no ni ejidi se niema bebre be konanim people thought there would be roads ye omu a omu kwan ye ni ade na ewu su nyina no na bebre believe say with the coming on board of oil man no ebi kura sa kwan no e be yiyi ebi kura ni agidi se aban no be deep in social interventions epokura the free education no abasata am no ambo aye eti na ye ni birisem ni agidi se sa na emani nyina be de da kwan mu afi aban yi kwa kokoduru bia fufi antoata yenkoduru hiase yeko IMF yako sign on to extended credit facility of 3 years under IMF austerity net employment freeze wo na IMF austerity no bi wo mu ayebeyi nipa be 15% yedi na no omu defer no 20 you say yemfenko 2017 se yeto abani wia na se anko ekoyi ayebeye wo de yeto abani wia na se de about 20 it will move woman go so that is why I say document we no and the shall free NDC time me buy now IMF force so almost say they must reform seriously the public sector institutions ko banking sector in SA they were told in plain words someone after workers second tier pension workers juma I was said the teto hono 66 months na nkoi 4.7 billion Ghana cedis na etao enkoi na say emre no workers prof workers eto mre bia you must be thankful to Nanado Danko Akufuado bebe hu ya na mse ade we ntwa yie the document edi kan de share me sano na ye aidie of 15% of public sector workers na mse amonko ba me na me kwasia e na me ye di 15% ya na ni emfa nhye me what you say so what shall we do ye na ye say afraid there and ye improve revenue generation measures so be ye betimi dia sustaining wage bill enti na ban na ni bread ten enti betia the government has almost double revenue generation since 2016 see em sustaining na president monyen sa mon pes camera mon fa ne ma ebegu ho a sikawia import pa na nasika wia wo enti ho no mo ne edi kan bo urae sembra no obu import ka ba no obi atimi ba price bia na dia koyi ninia yes yenye sa enti I can tell you honestly so revenue there you double almost you double revenue you generate no and NDC attests to that fact said the government double revenue double GDP of course they also did a lot of good things energy aben eusu it up to 2019 there everything was on course didn't come in say what was any mean after no growth rate from inflation current accounts after currency depreciation and who niama bebre na say what after na buy no jai employment a teacher for abane ma omo employment letters me no teachers the baby show e wo Kessben de kiremo ewa Amansan Ntie ya so say omo ma omo employment edi afenefa ya omo so omo pro omo sika na edu omo ka o no osan so omo se monsa ma di employment bi mu a e kire se ebetu ya mo ka bo so me miensa wa wo mpeja ye adwuma no ene nkwala ni so su ene ja ebi jaye ebi nso so kokwaje 3 months no omo je wie ye no obi aye adwuma bo so me mienu efie mienu ni amane 3 months obi aye efie afenefa 3 months obi afe ni amane 3 months na tese ye twade aka ni nyinagu afi de ye pie ya me wo ankola na asesa documents ya bai se wo na wo public sector nti arrears ni nyina NDC entua no hwe na tua me ko bon hafo ko jeji ni nyina me wo 8,000 of that document am free bravo employment it is now workers so second year enkoy ene kura betom ne wo mo a no wo polytechnic no ne ade no ba bia kokko share no afi na me retrieve kani potak no wo mo kira de no every minister of finance e de wo ma de abre wo o ma no wo mo kira de wo technical universities na akọ pension on senka ne kura wo mo nsenka me say afi na me retrieve every minister of finance e de akọ wo mo pension ayufo no man ama wo mo ko pension mo nsaka ebi kura wu it around that time no na niema no enkoyie and the president attested to be na president afi what madani dwanfuma yesi afi kura de sembebre semfata magician na mama jobs enkrofo awie nurses and teachers awata so 4 years stream na afi wo nyina nya adwuma nye and alebu NDC a bad manager of the economy
okay
what you say what would say this it is on that premises
okay
and the MPP nso be so mo almost so mo afi na mehwe there was an improvement afi na nurses na afi teachers wo fa wo mo no clear areas na afi policy aba say saban ni sika on clearance to employ graduate teachers echo 3 days ago. God, the government must demonstrate so with I will never entertain anything. Unisika and for being for how also.
Okay.
So at the answer. It is a say no clearance no we are waiting for response from Minister of Finance. It Minia Honorable Furata and Minia Dr. John Kuma and Minia Ba Abrasare Honorable document number. Sikawo wa give the green light and we will employ them. Sikaniwa don't give the green light.
Okay.
One who said this. Eti abane shase so will employ nurses afenu of febi of fire kofa agric workers. Agric so because you kokore extension officers. Ebe say 6 years near fire extension officers. Near shase. Even current for employment at the university. Inipa ba ko ochira de minu ya ni bi kwa no yes sabies no gun so yeah was obi ba bo ano have a growth rate of 3.6% now issue to cost 7 and why shouldn't I say MPP is good afraid the MPP can afraid here social intervention be to me the abana afraid health insurance or MPP so makotua worker second tier 66 months Abansima raising 4.7 billion Ghana cedis makotua. Edi amawo mo. Yeah, the second tier pension echo. Nobody will doubt this. I feel yes, I hear free education. Aban so the aba was starting initiative, planting for food and jobs. Whatever. I feel one district to one factory. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing roads construction in Kumase and the Yirin Yami Hubi. Yeah, Kwanya, name Hunu Kwine da. Road run here. Now I'm seeing the roads. I feel growth rate, jobs in there bay. I feel as about social intervention, there and I was in NAPCO. Never intervene, yes, extended national service in the Kakra in the form of a NAPCO. And the NAPCO becomes an extension of the national service. So, we will take the opportunity, say, a big bolster private sector, and here, you know, near expand the economy, no, near for you for no.
Okay.
But somebody will tell you, say, utirinya utitire mukura na sanso nema. Utitire mu a no akwa koye apia sifo. What you say? Na bombo abetu okurum. And that bomb no to okurum and your friend COVID no.
Okay.
It devastated the entire world.
Okay.
And yet aban bia na say nanado na kofa baye. Even though when people were the wrongdoing, yeah, it be a show off too much and then near MPP must listen to itself. They must have a third eye. Upon this, I'm telling you, develop a third eye to protect your government.
Show off.
Uduwa akesisem. Nipa ne hu ahi ni dwe ana wasi form na the engines so. Ana wonam no ba be people. Na be hwe afiala ngabi na fe wode motoke di kodi fufu.
Kessben 92.9.
Mimi kwa shia bia matia no ama na jai motoke di na ma no.
Onyo bia but the motor di na kodi.
Wode kodi fufu mbusa no kodi fufu o me MPP fu bia matia obi. Ama na jai. Ka tete manafo hey.
Mr. Ntie, Mama Ntie quick one on the e-levy. Kakrabeka na producer signal say obese metie for so opportunity na ombebem in the next 10 minutes to 9. Mama Ntie quick one on the
e-levy. Yeah. E-levy. Government is facing serious liquidity challenges. Revenue mobilization ever form. So there is a huge fiscal deficit. Either e-levy comes on or we abandon the programs we are pursuing. This is a fact I am telling you today.
Kessben 92.9.
So Ghanaians must make a choice. You pay free education. Stop employing our children. Don't increase wages and salaries. Kuzibu for trigger the sacking of workers. Said the IMF for catch war no. What is here? And I will do so. And there will be no e-levy for anybody. There will be no rules for you. Schools will not be built. Workers second tier pension and also so better. Abosu me adu sense ni ensu amambi. Ifri dey kopem 2024 every year there. Say no so ye duru. Abosu me be say adu sense ano. Ni enso so ye twa bi egum. Then you go on pension na fe wo ye ntoma e na si wasen. Ya dey kopɛ o pension e yaje. Na unya sika kwento duru nom. Ni emfa o madwuma. Ghana 4% a year we munyina. And this government and this president is a listening government. Here, say Ghana for what appear to most per 10,000. Is that not it? But I bet almost say I bear a responsibility, collective one, godly sent responsibility. Say, this is the time we must demonstrate that we are redeeming the country. Then pay or discussions and all. It is not MPP and DC argument. No longer fighting, face cuffs at Parliament and the rest. The issue is Ghana first, and Ghana must be redeemed, and must be redeemed by you and me.
Okay.
You know me no be genesi ho. But people why like the Rwanda that this
every issue say your oil you know your revenue aside that aban the other taxes. The other na asa aban no yam na ekwo to say si enya yi levy dia na tese sectors ni nyina bibia enya yi akoye yi levy na koye any da so ba ko adenti na esa
yi levy will give us over 6 billion And that is enough to cushion all these social interventions. And when they enough, and when they easy to correct, and when they readily available. Say other one a better say because I have for tons as here, percentage, 30%. But that will go through a lot of legislative free education you now we know about and movie. And I will buy the Ebeba health insurance you Ebeba road no atetia pansam. Adai na wukosu wansan afidie ama wuni baabi a wansan ne dai bontiamu na kusibo da ho a ehiribom na wuntu emoja no pie na afare yenkwan.
Kessben 92.9.
Ana akoto da ho wonche no. Kane no na me ma me kase kwabena enam ni ho a me hwa the easiest a metima faso eni se mechire koto. Me boku si a wanfiri a me ye ne dai.
Okay.
Me ko hwe fidie zu na anyi bia me ba nso ye be ye ne dai.
Okay.
Koto de me nto bombe se edum no nya me nsa che no. Utwam mienu a obi abenya bibia we. Pipe ni enya calcium. Utoko obi di fra ma me e be da no fufu na fa ntosi na bo ntohuru no fra no ntohuru. Wa we say the city no. Enti you live no.
And you mo say e de ahokyere beba already no
let us start
a double tax.
Let us start.
No. Mani asabi wo kro kitwa mu sika kakra. Anu so na mo koje.
Let me see tell you political opponent. NDC ya nenya COVID na pre NDC to advantage. Etu onimu say any attempt to raise revenue and sustain social intervention, this government will avoid IMF. And they will make sure baby or no bomb di tiribo no. Udu tiribe bombi. You want to say no nyina abro pepepe. What you see and luckily for them. Uko parliament wa they also as speaker no. They have a soft spot for them. It woman himself say kaka we yare me ko home na yare me home no ade. So what is Akuoko a on person wo about my de. Oh yeah no my de. 3 years consensus of public forum very unnecessary. Of course they are politicians. And a politician bia so mamenka enam COVID-19 COVID campaign bear half opposition political parties across the globe, even weaker ones, very bad ones have started emerging. Into the incompetent ones are finding COVID as a way over the Befaswaba power. This hand I don't demand Mahama, ex-president, His Excellency. Quant to be my casa. It when you COVID the abon pa. Say punish MVP for us. No more parliament and also no. I tell you. To say almost one. A baby is what could hear woman. And they said yes, he can't say politicians here woman. Baby do musika we woman yabre. Sekoto moja. Oh, said yes it here.
Mr. Kuzibuafo.
Me say Ghana here 6 billion.
Okay.
Omo chire yen baby e be kwa kofefe.
Okay.
Omo chire pe. Na ye 6 billion pa ye easy to collect ya. Ye levy will be about.
Okay. Mind ye for any yahwefo kasa kakra. Obetimi join ye na onso ye on the telephone. Na yahwe Amansan Ntie dwumadie eni in the studio Professor Ruto oko University of Professional Studies graduate studies on na edin ho and Mr. Thomas Kosibuafo ono na ye penimpa of that public sector reform no Amansan nyina etien o kuma se Kessben 93.3 and enkran so Kessben 92.9 and live on Kessben television mamintie mu kakra na yenhwe munso madwen kakra lines no telephone no lines no TV no screen no so 0550922929 0552911929 first caller our line so good morning. Oh Simon, okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, but I didn't know baby akasa free tentem na into
but you from me Imano so amakasa fra for region
Kuruba so
for region goes.
Okay, mamintio
the American say papa na wakasa pa me teacher ni amechira die na papa no kasaro wakasa pa bi se tama na ye wo fie na covid by no na menim se ye betumi atwa ye kakura aso me ti fie 8 months akofo do tumi twa ye kan nyina na ye no wa ti akofo do aya de ba.
Okay, teacher, me da sepa Andy Ebo Ntie MCLI one no bibia be fa nsisia e dia ma mo tubetimi join 0550922929. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, and Pacho Dini baby akase free.
E pe me ko jo ready.
Yo ko akase free.
E ka tafi kuma se so
Ade baby akase free na orefi okay mamiti o. Asotwe okay mamiti asotwe na no me fa ho masfat no na e fine pa.
Yes. No problem.
Mamiti o yeah.
Asoma me kan say ita ku ti gbo fo mo na linko garamse sector so. Ebi mo ho no ebi ma di tax wo mo e dey develop country.
Galamsey sector na mining sector.
Especially Galamsey.
Okay.
Especially Galamsey.
Galamsey is illegal. Nti bi how small scale mining.
Small scale mining and the war you know I not so no bit me any bibi kaka from ho.
Okay, I'll make it a point here. That's a good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, but how do you know? But what TV the so Ntie on Tentem why?
We were trying to put them Kusibu for ambulance services na abano. But our constituencies na ebia kohono. Are they workers almost ambulance services no to work?
Oh, the answer, Mr. Kusibu be you are no, but me a crammet me you are. Me nimse be bia the workers ko. Maybe I know more problem you so me frɛ ho. Ba news mu ya danso. Emma omo de bi kwa omo ye adwuma ho. Enti wo ho no se bi ni ho a ye po afrɛ ne hwɛ de. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Pacho Dini Ntie.
That's on the Albert Mikasa Free Western region WhatsApp body.
Okay, body me Ntie.
You know, they are up there the most musho no I interesting emphasis that on farmer Mr. Kisi Wafu. Kwanya faso a church near me no ama ataso babes baby I say me wo problem kakra baby a on the ND na no ka say NDC for take COVID no in advantage but I think say okay the 2020 elections yeah NPP so take COVID no ma or so the COVID by the man ya be NPP and NDC no I think so open na COVID so ama on the campaign fever apart from that
the point no say COVID no MPP so you soon 2020 say COVID in the economy na yeah magana for say renew on Monday tomorrow. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pierre.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Me pacho me drania ipe. Me do address siri wa bosom twen.
Ipe enkoy.
But as mamu se me se Kusibu afo sabra na NDC wo ewa ben mo no de Malaysia abe twa NDC fo mpoa. Ye ti gold so. Ye ti oil so. Ye to ahodo COVID levy nyina ye de abeto ye so. Eti dia na ama economy no abroku saa. Etosu bio. Was he in the revenue nefri? Auditor General's report was 12 billion and irregularities. Even say scale 7 billion krana MIM sika more than levy we are, but they are better so. And be on children himself. So levy we saying or be categorizing our him what kind of economic book muna say tax capital that's it.
Okay, I paid you and no mama for last person. Okay, two people. Name studio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Akuoko.
Yes, I'm Pacho Dini Ntie. Who Kessben?
You Kessben. Media your family Kofi Mikasa Free or a Franklin South. Could you have a jata?
A jata crew for you na my why.
Mate.
He be Ntie.
Akuoko with ye Mr. Kusibu afu enchechimu waka ameyate. Media Kessben and Mafidida a bebia metie. Na your friend say a Franklin South and a Kowu English. You be here no about the same one of the radio stations in Kowu. I'm a TV. It's a Franklin radio station.
Okay.
It's your friend. I'm a children. You won't
I'm saying you're three more hands, so no. Last person, Yamra Studio. We have 3 minutes to wrap up the show. Zakusibu will be coming. I don't share the Bremo, Benada Numre, exactly 8 o'clock to 10. Our Kessben TV, Amansan Ntie. To the be a Bemanaba, to the bin so Mr. Speaker Tanasia Martin, and also a fee, a Joada Cosifiada, and Opebiano. They could see non compare moon, so bet me aba. And other political shows I will obey me about Brabby and Tin. Runs over her Kessben, or take Kessben. Last person, good morning.
I'm morning. Say,
we am. Pajo did say.
We did the Asari.
Okay, Mr. Asari has a free.
Because a free Kumasi.
Okay, Mammy Tiwe.
Not just a DC for the BPA Bagana, your papa Pia, DC Pompe. Nothing no man soon a year, your friend saying, face the country, face the country. Not face the country, yet the day, a year, your tax. On my Pia, you hold my own your tax.
Okay, I might be a jetor. Prof, yeah, 1 minute for you, 1 minute for Mr. Kusibuafo. Prof, my minute, the only chat talk around 1 minute. Pepe.
But I say, I'm 11 in the you know my stance.
You
know my stance. It was something that should have come as an authority measure from the onset. So these are the issues because my papa accountant when him say it's a bit retrogressive. It's not a very progressive thing, but we have found ourselves in a situation now. It's an appeal,
okay,
an innovation to raise revenue, and to me, Mr. KBM say it should be time bound. It should be time bound and linked to a project. So now, if we want to sustain free SHS, I want to even call that it should be linked to it if they may not even make it time bound. Okay. So Ghanaians to know that okay, even though we are parting with some money, some sorts of money.
Okay.
But it is going into developing and educating our people.
Okay.
For the next years to come.
Well, I will send you back to us, but Brenna, so level for. I will try to watch it for under 30 seconds.
You better Asia. A drumbra na namu niyama bi aniye di gugu akwamunti.
Okay.
Na wase mi huse aswa bansana.
Okay.
Baba radio.
Okay.
Me ba na me nice bibi so.
Okay.
I can tell everybody say me nice bibi so. Me ba meet me I can tell say adie we and because bibi say Auditor General report. So the ba near can be say irregularity and chile so be a disca.
Okay.
What's it to me chirimu BTS here? What is
irregularity? Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Thomas Kusibwa for public sector reform. Professor Mawutoko, University of Professional Studies, graduate studies on an ADO. And mpanyinfo de bebo no pemidi kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng kwa PCS arbedi akon TV executive producer for the show Andy and Amos and Chico and Jeff omunyina kabo muboame and I dey Amansan Ntie dwumedie ebremo. Keep watching Kessben television and listening to Kessben FM 92.9 Accra, 93.3 Kumasi. Jonaka etasena or the sports papa Black Star coach Oko na okwa why na ebese na nai dia ka na yama sejo ene na pamfo na se na nyame ya do mebese hia bio ya mamu nyina good morning yakramo